All right, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for April the 24th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. So today is your all zodiac sign read. It is going to be a quick version because I do have an appointment I need to get to a little later. So I may come back. I may come back later on and do a regular reading, but for right now, it's going to be your all zodiac sign. We're going to start with Aries. I need to put my phone on silent. All right, Aries, what's going on with you? Some of you actually may get a job offer. That could be for all zodiac signs. But you're feeling stuck a little bit, Aries. Now, the sun is in your sign. I do Vedic Sidereal on this channel, not tropical or western. Tropical Western is like the zodiac sign you'll see in the back of a magazine. I no longer follow that. Okay, I go by the houses, the placement of the where the sun is in actual alignment. Okay, so it's just a 2 week difference of birthday from Vedic or Jasti than tropical or Western astronomy or astrology. Okay, so Five of Pentacles in reverse. Still, I feel, Aries, that you're still a little bit codependent on something. It can be a job, you're having to stay there. It can be you're almost finished paying off some bills. If it ain't one thing, it's another type of energy. You also could be trying to get yourself, how can I say this? Kind of like unhook yourself from having to depend on a old person. Like, some of you could be trying to separate from somebody, and maybe y'all still have a lease together. Maybe you still have, maybe you got them up under your car insurance, something where that you still are attached to something or somebody in some type of way, and you're ready to relieve yourself. Okay, you're ready to relieve yourself from this person situation. um Also to, like, finish paying off some debt. Okay, and you're almost there. But as soon as you try to finish paying off something, here's something else come. You know what I mean? So now we have the Six of Cups, and I'm gonna do like 3 to 4 cards, maybe a clarifier. The more that I do, the longer the reading would be. But like I said, this was trying to be a quick reading. Bottom of the deck, see what I mean? King of Pentacles. It's kind of like you're trying to get better. You are getting better. Not let me dismiss anything that you're trying to do, wanting to do. Um, but you're still allowing yourself to still be attached to something or somebody from the past. Okay. Now, it could be like a job that you still have been working for year after year. You've been there for a while. You like this particular company. You don't want to leave this particular company because they got great benefits or something like that. It also could be you back and forth dealing with people from you grew up with, neighborhood. Um, but it's kind of like this is a something that you have been going through for a while, because it seems like with the Three of Wands, you've been optimistic before, but then something happened and it put you in a situation where you had to kind of start over. So I am going to clarify this real quick. You got the twin flame, divine connection. You do have the Six of Cups. Not today, boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing and still upset. So that's why I was saying that whatever this is, a person, place, or situation, you were optimistic before, but maybe you wasn't in a certain position to deal with it, accept it, go with the flow. Maybe you were trying to get your finances back together, get your a footing back. But I do see it's somebody that you like, But either they put boundaries or you put yourself in a boundary. Like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this relationship. This seems like a deep connection. Let me separate myself. Or I'm still attached to somebody from the past, but I want to move forward with something or somebody new. But you decided not to. Not what it looks like, the snake. So I do feel bottom of the deck is I'm sorry, and there go the apology. That's what I was saying. Aries, this is going to change. You're going to continue to get enlightenment with the sun up until May 15th. You're going to keep pushing yourself better, faster, and stronger. You really are trying to make better plans and directions. Um, I also have a message for you. It's kind of like whoever this message that you're wanting to say to this person, it's kind of like you want to tell them it's not what it looks like. That you were optimistic. I don't know if this message is for a cross watcher, but Aries, it's like you want to tell this person it's not what it looks like. I was very optimistic about you, about us, about moving forward, but you kept telling this person, Aries, or telling yourself, not today. And it seems like you kept telling or emphasizing this a lot of times to yourself or to this person, not today, not today, not today. And I feel that this person left this situation because of that. Taurus. Taurus, you do have Jupiter that's in your sign right now, but will be moving. Uh, Jupiter will be moving to Gemini, I think around the middle of May, May 17th. So let's see what comes out for you, Taurus. You're investigating, you are researching, you're finding out information, communication that you need to handle right now while Jupiter is, again, Jasti, not tropical or Western astronomy or astrology. So Jupiter has been there in your sign, Taurus, for a while, but it's about to move as a retrograde into Gemini. Okay. So while Jupiter has been in your sign, Taurus, you have been getting the best and doing the best that you can with growth and expansion, learning, teaching, whether it's up to other people, all to yourself, also learning more about yourself, learning how much more, looking at yourself, how much more you are able to grow and also more able to learn. um you also could be reaching out and or communicating to something or somebody, whether it's about a job position, moving, bank accounts, your home life, um having or wanting a deep conversation with somebody you're dating, living with, or married to. You also could be really reaching out, I'm hearing, to your child or children, especially if they're older or of age. And the Magician. Um, this is, who is that? That is Virgo and Gemini. No, I forgot the Magician. What is going on? Hmm. It seems like Taurus, that you usually don't go too much into magician phase, because all of a sudden my mind went blank. So you are using your resources right now as a way to um, utilize or grow, like your business, your home, get something done about your home to create more abundance, prosperity, money, income, to gain more resources, maybe also to gain or change jobs or employment, to inquire about an education or a higher education. Because the Magician, it's like they're saying you have all the resources you need right now. You're okay. And that's because Jupiter has been there in your sign for a while now. But it will be leaving, like I said, in the middle of May. Okay? So some things may change. So everything that you need to do, continue to do it quickly, to keep your resources and yourself stable, afloat. Reach out who you need to reach out to, research, find the information, communicate, talk to who you need to talk to, because it may be also a business move or something like that that you may have to, or that you are investing into, because you, as the Magician, um you are using the pinnacle right now, and also you're about to use the wand. So what's left or will be left for you, Taurus, will be the wand and the cup. Okay, the cup is your feelings and emotions, and also the wand is energetic action. So I feel for you, Taurus, is going to be, yeah, Seven of Cups. Is going to be more around the May 17th, the middle of May, when you are going to or need to make this move. Okay, whether you're inquiring something, researching, find the resource that you need, or you're gathering all the information right now so that when it's time to make that move, you'll be able to do it. Um, and it's kind of like you don't know what to do or what to choose, but you do have everything that you need to get something done here. Okay, this also can be maybe a choice about a person, a choice about a couple of people. Maybe who do you want to be in a relationship with? Maybe you may have a conversation with them. Hey, are we still going to be together? Are we dating? Or like, what are we doing? Because as a second house of Taurus, you want answers. Okay, you want answers. You want to know if this is stable, or will this be stable enough for you uh, to continue to create on it. Okay, should I still work on this relationship? Should I still date this person? Should I still work at this job? I got some information from a friend about another position. Maybe you did apply, so you're waiting on communication from that, right? So, yeah, very currently, okay? Maybe you've already gotten word back or will be by the weekend or before the weekend gets here. But you got the not today in reverse, the same as Aries. Some of you, that can be your rising, ascendant, and or your moon. And then, see, that's what I'm saying. Dating, meeting someone new. hmm You may feel or, be a little confused about, should I continue dating somebody from the past? Should I give this new person a try? Maybe you're talking, texting, um, Facebooking each other, DMing. They're giving you good morning text, good night text, hey, beautiful, all that stuff crap that they do as pages. And maybe you're like, well, I'm not really a page. I'm looking for something more better, more stable. Should I keep investing in myself? Because you are a resource. We all are resources, right? Um, so you're like, okay, I'm looking for something more elaborate. I don't want to act like a page. I don't want to keep talking like a page, you know. So this also could be that some of you Taurus are matching somebody else's energy. So they send a good morning, you say hey, good morning. And it's kind of like, okay, same thing, another day, right? Bottom of the deck is no regrets, no mistakes. Exactly. This is why the Seven of Cups is here. Because the Seven of Cups is not daydream. It's not only about daydreaming or a sense of confusion. It's kind of like, I want to make sure that I choose the right cup this time. I don't want to make another mistake. Not saying that everything that you choose is a mistake, but I don't want to choose the wrong thing again. Okay? So you maybe want to be more honest and be more of the truth and let this person know in your communication really what you're looking for ahead of time, or telling somebody from the past what you're not willing to deal with anymore, and then be the magician, and become the magician as a single person, and allow yourself to meet new people. Okay, and to go out on a date, because Jupiter will grant you this when it does leave your sign. Okay, Jupiter, Venus, I tell y'all this all the time. Particular planets like to grant when they leave a zodiac sign and move to another. Okay, so Jupiter will grant new opportunities to date and meet somebody new. but that won't be until after the middle of May. Okay. Gemini, get ready to welcome Jupiter. Coming into your zodiac sign. Okay. You're mimicking Taurus a little bit here. Not interested, not making a movement, not, see there, bam, bam. What I was going to say for you, Gemini, is that yes, you do have Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, coming into your zodiac sign um, around the middle of May. And it's going to be there. Let me see how long. It's going to be there for a minute. Um, I think I'm going to do you a reading, Gemini. So make sure you come back and check with Jupiter moving into your sign. But it may be there up until November, okay? But I need to check on that because it may go to another sign. It may go to Cancer, not quite sure. But it may be there till November. I'm not quite sure. But I do know May 15th is moving into your sign. So get ready. Okay. This is going to put you into an energetic action or movement, wanting to get things done, to be more of the food card. You're about to have a reset because, again, the Wheel of Fortune or Jupiter energy is about growth, expansion, learning, teaching, profit. Okay, gaining and getting a profit. So you may have been feeling kind of stuck ever since Mars have left your sign lately, the past couple of months ago, and moved into Cancer, right? But I believe that that's over because once it leaves, yeah, once it leaves Cancer, June the 6th, it will not be coming back to your zodiac sign, Gemini. So the past, since August of 2024, Mars has only been between you and Cancer, you and Cancer, you and Cancer. Forward retrograde. And that has been the energy of you wanting to be the food card. Then you stop. Should I do this? Then you're ready to take a leap of faith or get into something new. You're all in. And then you feel like, okay, that energy has left me. I'm not quite sure what to do. So everything or anything that you have been doing, planning, wanting to do, but you have been kind of hesitant, you don't have to really worry about that anymore. So it's kind of like during that time of Mars being forward and retrograde between you and Cancer, like I said, hopefully you have been making some concrete plans, okay? And any plans that you have been making, now you're going to be able to execute them, all right? Whether it's dating somebody new, feeling or actually having a reset in your life, uh, learning also or remembering the things, different spiritual or religious practices that you have been wanting. What is this? Hook up, one night stand. So I'm going to tell you, Gemini, that's about to come back to you. Okay, so it also can be somebody returning back or you wanting to return back to somebody that you kind of felt, see their relationship connecting. Like I was saying, somebody that you were interested in, but then Mars came in and made it very turbulent. Okay, it turned it upside down. And then things got quiet. You wanted to reconcile for some of you or try to reconnect. You tried to kind of make that happen, and then Mars came back and made it trippy again. Okay. So, like I said, you don't have to worry about that anymore, you or Cancer. And um, if it is somebody that you maybe want to reconnect with, be intimate with, try it again. I'm not saying this for everybody, but you may have a chance, okay? See, they're non committal and independent. This is what you're feeling right now. Her divine feminine in reverse. Not, especially if you're divine feminine, not feeling really quite feeling like yourself, Gemini. Not being able to keep the courage, not feeling the willpower, or really able to make a concrete decision about anything or anybody. Should I or shouldn't I? Uh, you're looking for a relationship or even just somebody decent to date. You didn't really want to make it all about lust or intimacy or one night stand hookup type of things, but that type of energy is going to be gone. But it's going to be up to you whether you want to reconnect or whether you want to just remain single and then just focus more on growth, okay, and independence about yourself, all right? All right, Cancer, here we come. Let's see what you got going on. Mars is in your sign right now, Cancer. So if you didn't know what it is, that's what it is. That's why you're moving around, moving about. You're very active or doing a lot of things in or about your home. You could be really thinking about purchasing a car, uh, getting like a souped up motor type of engine, or picking out a truck or a car like that. You could have a lot of company in and out your house, or you're visiting a lot of family or in and out, you know, to family members' house. It just seems like your house or your home is a lot more active than usual, right? What else? You are about taking action and getting things done, okay? And you're feeling very non-stop with Mars in your first house, Cancer. All right, let's see. All right, so Cancers, with, like I say, with Mars there, Mars is like a warrior energy. Okay, it's about like could bring a lot of aggression, also intention to yourself and also people around you, and also definitely in your household. This is what I was saying, and why the Ten of Cups here is in reverse and your Ten of Pentacles. Um, because as a water sign, as you are the home house, comfortable, safety, feeling secure, your safety net. Your family is everything to you, whether you're married or you're a single person with children or a child. Okay. Even the stability of your home, feeling comfortable, the way your furniture is placed, making your home feel great. You put all your money and effort into your home because you are fourth house. So, like I say, with Mars there, um, it could be some issues, with your car or cars. You could maybe be having car trouble. Be very careful with car accidents or aggression, hostility on the road rage. Okay. Just think very hard and long, because that warrior energy is in you and around you. And you may also cause heartbreak to family and friends, and also maybe some arguments with your child or children, or a little bit more of aggression um, than usual. Okay. Um, you also may not feel very supported in your home right now, especially if you are married. It could be that maybe you were already having a little bit of financial issues, and then when Mars came in to enter into your house, not only your first house, but your physical home, um, is bringing a little bit of disturbance. Not a little bit, for some people, a lot. Some of you may feel emotionally unsatisfied about your spouse. Um, and you may be speaking your mind about it, Cancer. Okay, to the person you love. You don't have to be married to this person. And it can be about money, money issues, about the way the home is kept, about the way that you may feel emotionally insecure right now. And it may cause some heartbreak within and also to another person or other people. Okay. You also could be asking other people that you lent money to, like, where my money at? Because that Mars energy is like you're a soldier, you're a warrior. You are, it's like a flight and fright to survive type of energy. Doing any and everything to make sure that your home and house is stable. Also, you and your family. Okay. All right. Let's see. But Mars is going to be there till June the 6th. Just want to let you know. So if you didn't really quite understand, like, why all this aggression and tension is coming from, uh, that's what it is. Okay, because tropical and Western astronomy and astrology is going to say Mars is not in your first house, but it is. So now that I let you know, you'll understand on why it is and what it is and where it's coming from. Unexpected and all of a sudden. You see the thunder and the bolt? The same as the thunder and the rain and the clouds around the Three of Swords here. Because everything could have been fine or decent, and then all of a sudden you start to feel this type of way because it came into your sign April the 2nd. About April the 2nd, April the 3rd. So it's been like maybe 3.5 weeks or something like that for you. Text message, unsent message. This also could be, should I reconcile or should I just forget this person? Um, you could be undecisive right now, or you are about to make a concrete decision with that Mars energy. It's kind of like all of a sudden, I don't want to do this anymore. All of a sudden, I don't want to be married. I don't want to live together. You emotionally drain me. Um, you make me feel emotionally insecure. So this also can be a pending or the start of the divorce or separation. Some of you also, because of your tension, heartbreak, being upset, see there, peace. You're wanting peace. And like I say, this Mars energy being in your first house for you, it's kind of like, um, where's all this coming from? Where's all this coming from within me? And it could be making you stand up for yourself. Okay? So it's kind of like also you're acting more like a fire sign right now than a natural water sign. I mean, if you have to, stand up for yourself. Speak from the heart. Tell people how they have hurt you. If you need to apologize also for any pain that you may have caused family, friends, a lover, a spouse, or somebody that you're dating, explain yourself. Some of you, some issues. You may say the wrong thing with Mars in your first house, and you may also, it may cause you to lose some money. Okay, car troubles. You may have to spend money all of a sudden with Mars in your house, Cancer. But just stay tuned. If one of my moderators see this, they may remind me to do a Mars in Cancer. If you need me to do that, then let me know because it will be there till June. Leave it in the comment box that you would need for me to upload a reading Mars in Cancer. Okay. Leo. Ooh, Leo. There go you right there. All right, Leo, I'm definitely going to have to do you a video because you're going to have K2. You're going to have K2 moving into your house, into your first house, Leos. And that will be the end of May. I think around May 27th, May 29th. You're going to have K2 there for the next 18 months. And then Rahu will be in your seventh house, which is Aquarius, also the same length of time. So the next ball that's about to get running is that you and Aquarius is going to be the emphasis for the rest of the year, and plus an extra year after that. Okay, well, 14 months after that. Um, Not surprised to see this. And Leos, you are really waiting on the sun to get. You're waiting on your solar return. With the solar return and also K2 that's gonna be there is going to be a very phenomenal thing. Okay, it's gonna be a very phenomenal thing. I feel that now is the time to really plan, recalculate, think of things and opportunities and projects that you want to do and to accomplish for these next 18 months that will be coming up for you. Um, because you're ready. You're gonna be ready to get it done. Is You're gonna have a lot of showmanship. You're gonna be energetically active and ready to take action. You also It's gonna really change your dating life. It's gonna change your dating life. Some of you Leos may also decide to get married, and for the ones that's married, you may also decide to separate because K2 is going to emphasize the spirituality part of your marriage. And if it's unfortunately not up to par, you will want to separate. Okay. Um, I know everybody religious denomination is different. I do take that into consideration, but K2 is about your past life. K2 is about spirituality, not necessarily concrete religion. Okay, so this is also why the Three of Pentacles is in reverse with the Justice card. What flipped out? Single parent and responsibilities in reverse. Like I say, Leos, you always date who you want to date. You always are the center of attention. You like to party. You like to have a great time. You always tend to have a lot of people you can talk to, communicate, hang out with. But this summer, leading into the next 18 months, you're really going to be out there. Um, and it's kind of going to be like no holds bars. But you know what? You're also going to be looking for a spiritual soulmate. That's going to be the huge difference. You may laugh, talk, have a good time. You may even date several different people. I'm telling you now. But you're looking for a real connection. Usually the case, you would date, and if they are a good person and they're fun to hang out with, you may keep it going, but sooner or later you'll end up cutting it off because you'll get bored. Okay? But you're going to change your wardrobe, the way you dress, the way you look, your persona, your personality, um, your attention for people, and interaction with people is going to be different. The way you talk, is going to be different. Who you want to date, or even the style of person that you usually choose, is going to be different. So, because you're going to be more open to a spiritual connected person, not only just based on somebody's look or physique. So, that's going to be a whole totally different thing for you, also. Okay. You may change your haircut, your hair color. Um, you're going to accept and invitations to go out and about. You got home and foundation. You're going to be doing a lot of hosting also during this summer. Mhm. You're going to be changing your mind about also probably where you live at. Some of you may be physically moving. Um, you may also, instead of meeting people or going more to other people's houses, you may also find a very physical connection with a person, and their all the time is going to be over your home. So usually you may say, okay, I'll get a hotel, or I'll try to go and meet them over their place or something like that. You're going to end up sexually being connected with somebody, and they're going to be over your home a lot. hmm So look at that party. Like I said, in reverse, having fun. You're still gonna do it, but it's kind of be like it's got to be the right timing, the right party, the right people, the right interactions. When usually you be like, yeah, I want to go, or come on, friends, let's go, let's meet up. You're gonna be asking questions. Is this worth my time? Because you're gonna be with K2 there. It's gonna give you like reason over matter more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, what I tell you, proposal and commitment. Vesta know what she be talking about. Okay. Now it may not be this year, but like I say, K2 will be there 18 months. So whatever that you will begin, or whoever you find this year, this summer, you're going to get closer to them. You're going to slow up with the partying and going out. You're still going to be active and outgoing, but you're going to start wanting to have a stronger spiritual connected union. Okay? So these are supposed to be quick readings. I wish I can go on, but save this, bookmark it, so when I do your K2 goes into Leo, you can compare what I say. Okay. All right. Leo, Virgo. Well, Virgo, that was quick. Okay, Virgo, because you got K2 leaving out of your sign, moving into Leo. So yes, some things are about to be over for you, because you have went through your sense of spiritual awakenness. Okay, and because that's what K2 do. Bam, hermit, spiritual awakeness, awakeness. So Virgo, just like I was telling Leo, they're about to go into theirs in their own structured way for a Leo, okay? Because you just went through yours, and it's about to close up and be finished. Death card turning in the upright in about a month. It's been a long 18 months for you and Pisces, okay? So, um, let me clarify yours. So whatever knowledge that you have gained or gotten and or received, hopefully, you're going to be able to utilize it and put it to work. I don't really see that you're going to be moving into relationships or dating very quickly. You got compromise, making changes, because you are still wrapping up those changes that you have been implementing. Okay. You really been to yourself a lot. K2 will do that. Um, because the spirituality, or trying to understand and look for answers. What is my purpose here in this realm on this earth? What am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be this blank? Fill in the blank. Am I supposed to be a teacher, a doctor, an electrician, a hairstylist? Blah, 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 blah. Right? So that is the purpose of the hermit, to gain insight and wisdom. You have been actually looking for a spiritual lover. The K2 energy will cause you to do that, and so that's the same thing I was just telling Leo. But it affects each different zodiac sign and house differently, but still serves the same purpose. Because you Virgo, you are about health. You're about well-being, not only physical health, but also spiritual health, right? Because your sixth house of Virgo, being and staying very dedicated to your job and where you work, responsibilities, um, all about getting and gaining and keeping the right partnership. This is what you have been looking for a while. And when K2 came in 2023, it really started to show or shine the light on that for you. Some of you have been celibate for a while, or for some of you, this may cause you to go into celibacy, okay, after K2 does leave your sign, because you're going to be looking and wanting the right one. No longer willing to compromise as much as you used to or have in the past. Um, and really, understanding that this is not for me, even if it's a job, a surroundings, hanging around friends, being around certain family members, anything that would keep you. See, they're ghosting and disappearing. Like I said, some of you have been already doing that, but some of you may continue that because that is what K2 will be leaving for you, as a sense of residue. And it may suit well for some people. For some people, you may want to make changes now after K2 comes out of your first house, Virgo. Okay, let's get your last card. It could have been people ghosted you because you were in that K2 energy, that they didn't want to compromise. They didn't want to make any changes. They didn't want to have a restart or let's fix this. They didn't want to apologize, or maybe you didn't want to apologize. So it could have been a lot of ghosting and disappearing, crossroads and directions, like I said. And it's going to be different for everybody on what their crossroads and direction is going to be once K2 leaves your first house, and that will be May 27th, May 29th. So you're going to feel this switch, okay? I'm letting you know early for the tropical western people who are not telling y'all this, of explaining to you Virgos on the past 18 months what has been going on within you, because they don't do Vedic, they don't do Jasti, okay? Jodish, I'm sorry. So I'm explaining to you on what it was, why you have been feeling the way that you have, why you have been disappearing or just disappeared, being more to yourself, evaluating people and situations in your love life, heartbreaks, certain directions that you want to go in and that you didn't want to go in. You stopped making compromises and you started making more changes for and within yourself. Yes? So, call hearing from them. I feel again it's going to be up to you. That you may want to call and tell somebody, hey, you know, I know I've been gone or ghosting you or kind of disappeared. You can tell them, hey, I never stopped thinking about you, but I was just, you can tell them I was going through a spiritual awakening, you know. Um, I didn't want to compromise on myself, so I had to compromise about us or our relationship. And if they ghost you, let them go. Let them go. Because you are about to enter a new crossroads by learning what you've learned since K2 been in your sign. You can always look in my playlist and find the Rahu and K2 reading that I did year before last. And maybe that also can give you more explanation. But that is going to be the changes that's coming up for you. All right. Virgo, what's after Virgo? Let me shuffle a little bit. I believe Libra. If I went out of order, oh well. Libra, stop shortchanging yourself. All right, let's get it. Libra, are you though breaking yourself free, Libra? Are you really? All right. No, you're not. See, that's why I said that. Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're still working and trying to give to something or somebody or a situation and or a job or job position um, that you know that is shortchanging you. I told you that before I even laid this out, and this is why the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. I don't know if you're trying to keep something afloat. Maybe, we all have to work, or like I can't find another job or whatever. I can't quit right now, but I know these people are shortchanging me. Um, Maybe they don't value your work ethic. Maybe they're not appreciating you for what you do and what you stand for. This also could be a relationship or somebody that you're dating or married to, you know. Also, this is telling you, Libra, you can't keep giving to something that you're steady willing to concentrate and work on. But I feel that this is more about a relationship. Yeah, player and being strategic. I don't know if somebody's playing you and was playing mind games with you with the Eight of Swords here. But it's not about Libra trying to play reverse psychology or trying to play mind games back. Okay? But you do need to be very strategic here when it comes to keeping yourself focused on your finances and your money. You're paying a lot of money out or giving a lot of money out to something, about something, or somebody. Okay? Also, can be to a certain cause, something that you're really focused on about getting it fixed, working on it, getting it done, getting it paid off, whatever this may be. Look there. Breakup, endings, can be also a separation. Maybe you're wanting to go into player mode, you know, just to get something off of your mind, but that's not setting yourself free. You're actually shortchanging yourself. Okay. Don't try to be a player and strategic by trying to cheat because somebody had cheated on you as get back. Okay? Because what's going to end up happening is that you will begin to focus more on that person you're cheating with, and it's going to tend to, what's this, the storm in reverse. Okay, turmoil's coming ahead. So that's what I was saying. You may end up getting more focused on the person that you're trying to cheat with, freedom and surrender. um that's going to take your mind actually away from this person who was playing mind games with you, or you were playing mind games with them. But you are in the process, though, and for some of you faster than others, of setting yourself free. I said that with the Eight of Swords already in reverse. From this personal situation or feeling stuck. This also can be that you're being very strategic about whatever you're focusing on. You're trying to save money, but at the same time, you're spending a lot of money. You're working very hard, very dedicated. It could have been something that erupted that came out of nowhere, that caused a lot of turmoil, and now you're trying to fix it. But soon you're going to be able to have freedom from it. So soon it will be paid off, done. You're going to be able to put your Six of Pentacles back in the upright, because you do got the 8 to the 6 in reverse. Okay, so that tells me that a new opportunity, um, some money will also be coming to you. Um, that's gonna put, or something that you could be able to add to your Eight of Pentacles, like a side job, opportunity. If you do entrepreneurship, you could be about to launch something or something like that. But it's something else here, that will be an Ace of Pentacles that will be giving you an opportunity. But you got to be very strategic, not necessarily being a bad player, but be a great player when it comes to um, doing something with an Ace of Pentacles. Excuse me, that will be coming towards you. Okay. Don't ask me how I got to that. That's just how I read. Because you got the 8 minus 6 minus 8. That leaves 2. So that tells me 2 of Pentacles. You're very busy right now. With either 2 people, a job and a person, or 2 jobs. Or a job and a project. And that project can be anything that you're working on. Entrepreneurship, you're working on saving money to buy a house, to buy a car, etc., etc. Okay? One pinnacle is already here. But what's missing is the one out of the 2, right? Mm. So whatever you have been strategically working on, it is going to come into fruition. But just make sure that you're doing out of the best energy, great energy, and not negative energy, because that will turn into a storm for you. Okay? Scorpio. Scorpio, you got Leo energy, Taurus energy. Oh, nothing's going on with you, Scorpio, but you got the same cards as Taurus. What I was about to say, your seventh house is Taurus, right? So nothing's going on with you, but everything is, not everything, but stuff is happening in Taurus, which is the Jupiter energy, about to leave and move into Gemini. Okay? Anything that happens in the first house will also affect the seventh. I teach y'all that all the time, right? So, what is this ending, Scorpio? You cut off some people stop communicating with you. The same people or a person that you were dating, you're not interested in them, or unfortunately, they stop talking to you or coming around you, stop interacting with you. Something has come to a complete halt. It also is that you're getting a little bit into your manipulation type of stage. I need to find out where Mercury is in what house, because my speech today is crazy. Mercury is not retrograde, but it's affecting something in one of my houses where my speech is going crazy today. Hmm. Don't turn manipulative, Scorpio. Now, sometimes you have a tendency to do that when you think that or feel that you are hurt, and this can be a way that you lash out as being a Scorpio, because the Magician in reverse for me is feeling manipulated, or you're about to manipulate something. Okay? It seems like you're about to become mischievous here. Don't know why. It's going to be different for everybody. I hope you're not practicing get back. Safety and comfort. Some of you Scorpios also could not feel as good as a place that you were working at, where you were getting a lot of accolades or praises or achievements done. Maybe you just don't want to be there anymore also. So you could be really thinking about a new place, a new idea, somewhere new to go where you will feel more comfortable. That also could be with a person in or in a relationship, not necessarily a job. Also got the crossroads and directions like Virgo, friends, and influence. So whether this is a personal friend as platonic, or a lover as friends with benefits type of things, or co-workers. Okay. um be careful. Don't let choose the right direction right now, because don't let anybody influence you into becoming manipulating. Maybe because you're hurt, you're feeling uncomfortable or unsafe. Hopefully this is not an environment or a person that is making you feel this way, where that you're not feeling very good about them or the situation between y'all anymore. I don't understand, what is this about get back? It's a lot of get back energy, and she keeps coming up in reverse. I don't know what's at the bottom. Compromise and making changes. I don't know if somebody hurt you or you have hurt somebody. It can be different for everybody. But even the Six of Cups is in reverse, which is a very friendly nature. Okay? So I don't know if somebody has turned on you as a friend or you're thinking about turning on somebody as a friend, like a sense of backstabbing. But be very careful when you at these crossroads here. Because whatever you choose, you better choose wisely. Choose wisely. Um, yeah, just make sure you choose wisely. The Six of Wands is a sense of admiration, you know. Um, some people or a certain person may not see you the same as once they did. Maybe some people from the past, maybe friends from the past that you grew up with, from the neighborhood, maybe it's people that you work around or somebody that you were dating and or married to or living with. Whatever the case is, or maybe you're just not feeling yourself, okay? Um but also don't allow friends to influence you to get back out and out there with them, okay, into mischievous stuff. You know how sometimes, well, not me, but friends or people will influence you and talk you into, come on, let's go out, come out with me, let's do this, let's do that. And you may be like, I really don't want to do that. So just be very careful, whatever choices that you're about to make and whatever it is, job, employment, love life, marriage, getting back with friends, you're about to break up or wanting to get back with somebody. Um, just watch your actions. Choose wisely. Okay. So Scorpio, Sag. All right, Sag. We're almost to the end, everybody. Sag, you're the only one so far who got the Eight of Cups today. And the Empress. Hmm. I do know one thing though, Sag. You're still emotionally invested into something or somebody. Whether you have to because you're married or got a child or something with them, or because you are fixated over them. But be careful with that, Sag. Okay? Because soon your Empress card will be in reverse as being and feeling emotionally drained. You will not feel like yourself. You will cause some abundance and prosperity opportunities to be missed. Your emotions are going to be out of whack. You're going to have some anxiety and stress or feelings of not feeling very loved, not feeling nurtured or cared for. So this also can be just personal, okay? Um, yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. I don't know if this is dealing with family, children, or family issues. Don't have to be close family, but it can be like family in general. But like I was saying, these are all cups here. I know this is the Empress, but she is Venus energy, okay? And she stands for partnership, love, nurturing, caring, abundance. She stands for beauty, art, um, loving partnerships and interactions, procreation, the making of a child and or family, a spouse. You're hoping something will change here, Sag, because you're sitting right in the middle of two cards, both in reverse, where something didn't work out or something was not obtained the way that you hoped that it would. Because you haven't walked away yet. If these cards was in the upright, you will be walking towards your emotional happiness. But this is devastation, though. It's like you're still allowing something to emotionally manipulate you. A little bit of the Scorpio reading. Hopefully that, hopefully, because the Three of Wands is here. So optimism, okay? Staying optimistic that whatever or whenever you're able to come out of this funk or a disagreement or remove yourself from people, places, and things that are emotionally draining and dissatisfying to you, hopefully that's what you're looking forward to. That one day you finally make a decision to remove yourself from this equation. Because if you stay here any longer, it's going to be emotionally devastating. Okay? See there, love in reverse, strong affection. This also can be a breakup that is about to happen. You may notice it or you may not at this time. Him, divine masculine. If you are single, but most people that are Empress energy usually are not single, but some could be because they have to find that divine masculine to match their energy as the Empress. The Empress will not or cannot uh, be in a loving relationship with the page or a knight. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna work. It may be fun and happy and energetic and everything like that, but for longevity is not going to be sustainable. Okay. So this also could be, like I said, you may be coming into realization, Sag, that this is not love. You also could be trying to block off your emotional um, happiness or contentment just to deal with the person for right now, and or a situation, or until something is over, like a divorce or separation or something like that, or moving out or moving on. If you're a masculine, your child's mother may also not be speaking to you. That one want to come out. Yeah, see that transition and addiction, unhealthy attachment, like I was saying. Hopefully you will begin to notice this unhealthy attachment, or I really feel that you see it already. You got party and having fun. Um, this change needs to happen. This change is in the works if it hasn't started already. This also could be that some of you are single and that you feel emotionally unsatisfied and not content because you haven't been in a relationship in a very long time and you are looking for love. And anything or anybody that you have been dating or trying to make it work, you had to Eight of Cups and walk away. And you want to be noticed. You want to interact and have love and partnership, or at least a great dating life, right? So having fun and party is here because I do feel, though, Sag, within the next 3 weeks, 3 months, also can be the next 3 days. This opportunity will be coming to you. It won't be an unhealthy relationship, but you got to fix that with yourself first so that you will not attract that to you as the future. Okay. You also have to participate and want to go through this change and transition because some of you Sagittarius may just be feeling stuck in it. Okay. Now, the Empress does sit there and receive, but you also have to participate in these transition and changes. But do look forward to an interaction, though, with a new person, new situation, new friends, uh, a new environment for some of you can be also a new job. But your emotions about things will be changing very soon. Could just be a planetary alignment that is needed to help get you out of this funk. All right. Four swords in reverse. Now we're on Capricorn. We got two of wands in the reverse. And there go the Ten of Cups in the upright. That is something that we do want to see. But why is your Four of Swords? You're restless, Capricorn. You're up at night. You're restless. Um, you also could have some sense of anxiety or something like that. Sorry about that, y'all. About the notification. A sense of anxiety, okay, about looking toward the future, and or maybe don't know quite what to do next, or what to attempt to do next regarding your emotional contentment, whether that's about a person, things that you want to do or look for your child or children or family or home life. This also can be about work. But whatever this is, you are very much restless, Capricorn. Um, you're waiting on like that crossroads direction card that we seen. Okay, but whatever you do choose or about to enter into, it will be happiness and success. There you go. And bam, you got the Empress. All right, let's clarify this and then we're going to move on to Aquarius. Thank y'all so much for liking the video and also leaving any comments if you have any questions. So we got silence, no contact. You could be a little restless over that. Maybe you were dealing with an issue and or a personal relationship or dating process with somebody, and maybe you went quiet or they're starting to go quiet and no contact. You also could be making this choice or about to make this choice to ghost, disappear, or cut somebody off. Text messages, unsent messages. Some of you are Capricorn purposely, okay, not texting, calling, and going silent. But I don't feel that it's because you're restless. It could be because you just restless. You're tired. You could be also overworked with the Six of Wands here, because you are a natural 10th house of job, career, education, and career, right? Um, anything and everything that you do regarding any type of work or personal happiness, you're going to put your all into it and about it. Okay. So you may just be restless because you're not getting any rest because you're in the Six of Wands energy. Okay. And you're content and you're happy with that right now. I don't feel that it's personal. You got secret admirer and then timid. So some of you could have a person to hope that they can come into success with you by acknowledging how they feel about you, or this is you towards somebody else, and you got magnetic attraction and passion. So, some of you Capricorns, maybe you had some type of intimate affair or dealing with somebody, and they could have been a secret admirer towards you. Maybe they didn't indicate that to you, but they always does have a magnetic attraction for you or towards you. They hope that this interaction could turn successful. Um, but this person does admire you, though. They do see you or can see you as a very successful outcome, and as a person in anything that you do. You could have already gotten certificates, rewards, an accolade, a praise, an acknowledgement, or something like that. And that also could have attracted this person to you more. But I also do see you, Capricorn, very passionate about what you do, about gaining reward, certificate, praise, accolades, acknowledgement, whatever the case may be. And you're very passionate about it because you attract it easily, because you're a natural house of business. Okay. So if it's something also that you had under works that you were working on, Capricorn, um, soon it could be time for you. Hey, David, how are you? We miss you, David. I know you be working all the time. David, I swear you're a Capricorn. But as the Ten of Cups with the Secret Admirer, if you have been having a product, a project, a plan up under wraps, I feel that it can also be successful, but you have to put the passion behind it. Okay, so you soon may be getting ready to release that. It can have a successful outcome to it, though. But whatever this is, this could be something in your past or something that you're dealing with now. Okay. Yeah, everything is good for me. So we got no boundaries, not wanting to be hurt. I'm trying to read upside down. Usually I can. Um, you're not upset, but you're just not dealing with something or somebody. So maybe you stop talking to somebody. You're purposely not contacting them. Um, you didn't send any messages here because you're not feeling optimistic or really wanting to make the time to send it. I don't know what to say, Capricorn. You do have the Empress here, though. Okay. So you're waiting on your success and your abundance. You're sitting very well in your own love, nurturing, and caring for yourself. But I don't really see that you're giving that toward anybody. Now, for some of you, you could have a person that you're dating or have an intimate relationship with or something like that. Um, just be careful with that because, the Six of Wands is a lot of attention. You could have also a lot of couple of people admiring you more than you think. But it could be a lot of people not saying nothing to you about it or approached you, but they do see you as an empress. They do see you that you could be that one, that person, but maybe they're not saying nothing all the way. Okay. All right, Aquarius, these are supposed to be short readings. Aquarius, you're the only one that got the Ace of Cups. Now we only got Pisces left. That's good, Aquarius. And the Empress only came out twice today too. For Capricorn and who else? Was it Virgo? No. Sag? I think it was Sag. All right, Aquarius, just like I told Leo, okay? Be expecting for your love life to change and everything too. Starting the end of May. Okay? Some of you Aquariuses are looking for employment or you need to get back focused on yourself and also getting plans back in order. Look at there. Bliss, happiness. Karmic relationship toxicity. What will... Are you about to release yourself from something? Because the King of Swords is in reverse. So you're very upset and you're saying no. Could be... And you got 3 cards that came all out at once. Bottom of the deck, anxiety and worryation. First time we done seen this broad tonight. Okay. The other woman also, for some of you, competition may be an issue. Social media, legal or disputes in reverse. Divine intervention, time for reflection. Soulmate in reverse, not everlasting. And you're going through a spiritual awakening, needing a realization. So what I was saying about Rahu and Ketu for you and Leo, Aquarius, this will be happening in your sign the end of May. Because Leo will be going through their spiritual realization and or awakening, with the people they want to date, like, love, in a relationship with, or whatever, it's going to be almost the opposite for you. Because you're going to have Rahu there. So Rahu tends to make things bigger and larger than actually what it is, like an illusion almost, okay? So always remain and know and be happy with and for yourself. Ace of Cups. Take things for face value for what it is. If you know it's toxic, it's toxic. You don't have to talk about it, evaluate it, think about it, and take time to fix it. Let yourself out of it, because if you stay in something that is a total toxic level for 18 months, you're going to be finished, Aquarius. Okay? So go ahead and release yourself out of that early. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what the cards is saying, because you actually have bliss, happiness right now at your doorstep. But whatever you may be involved in right now, you may not be realizing it, or you are realizing it because it's giving you anxiety and worry. That Aquarius, you know when you need to do something, you know you need to go ahead and do it and fix it and get it done with. Because the more that you keep yourself involved in it, it's going to become even more toxic. Divine intervention don't need to step in all the time. Okay? You know and see that it's not everlasting. You know that this situation, even if it's about a job that you hold, you know that it's not everlasting, and you know it's not a soulmate or won't be a soulmate to you. Whatever it is, you're saying no to it with the King of Swords in reverse. Okay? You're not open for debate. You don't want to talk about it. You're keeping this stress and worryation and unhappiness within inside of yourself, creating more toxicity within you. But this is also a self-realization, though, to love yourself. Don't stay or keep committing to things that are a level of toxicity or an addiction. Okay, an unhealthy attachment. Aquarius, you probably will already know what this is for you. If you don't, you will have this realization. Okay. It is a no also to an application or to the next level of something. Um, I don't know. Some of y'all may need to talk to another representative, another leader, supervisor, GM, something like that. Okay. Some of you may need to talk to another person before you're able to receive this nine and ace of cups. But even the eight of pentacles is in reverse. Something or somebody you are no longer fixated on. You don't need to work on it anymore. You don't need to give it any more of your attention. This also can be a job loss, but it was toxic anyway. Okay? So if it is leaving your life, then let it be. You may not even realize that it was not good for you until it's gone. But you will have this realization and go through this. I don't like that you're having a lot of anxiety and worry because of separation. You may feel that it's coming, okay? Or you need to release yourself from something here, but it will be better for you in the long run. Something that you may not be able to handle, actually. So it needs to leave, okay? A friendship, a lover, a job, whatever the case may be. All right, Pisces, great to see you have the Ace of Cups, girl, and guy, cause you need it, poo. Okay, you have gotten a lot of stuff with everything that was in your first house. It's still some stuff there. You're the first one to get the Queen of Swords and the Chariot today. Second person to get the King of Cups, but I think the first one was in reverse. And the second person to get the Ace of Cups today. So that's good. All right, so by Cancer season, that will be the middle of July into the first part of August. Something will be coming better for you, Pisces. But are you going to be able to talk about it, accept it? Um, because the Queen of Swords is here. So somebody gonna have to do a lot of explaining before you're able to move forward with this. Yeah, because the Queen of Swords wants her peace. Whatever this is, it's in the upright. Uh, cheating. Ooh, cheating and broken trust. Well, yeah, I just said that too. Dating. Not meeting somebody new. So some of you Pisces, if you're getting over a heartbreak, a separation, a breakup, you're loving your peace right now. Um, you're thinking also about yourself, or you will be more. I do see that you will be moving on. Some of you also may need to talk to a dealership or something about your car. It could be a business contract or something like that. You know how you have the representative that sold you a car, you know, and you may be having some car issues, and they may have said something in the transaction of you buying a car, or whether it's new or used, and that trust has been broken. So now you needing to go back as a Queen of Swords and say, hey, Mr. Dealership man, or whatever, you told me this and this, that I would have this, that I'm covered, this, but I'm not. So you could be upset, for some of you, as the Queen of Swords to the Chariot. But the cheating and broken trust is here. So you will be moving on, though, Pisces. But you also will be having somebody new to come in. Okay? Enjoy your peace right now. Why, love yourself. But I feel that you are understanding that the Ace of Cups is not meant for everybody. So think about it before you try to send a message to somebody that you did care for. Um, I don't see that you want to date them, but I feel that you're still needing um, your trust put back to give you peace on why this King of Cups was not the person to initially give you the peace that you were looking for. So now you have to be a representation coming out as the Queen of Swords. Okay. You also may be getting to ready to travel or take a trip somewhere. Could be a location with a lot of water, so maybe the tropics or something like that. You also could meet a peaceful King of Cups while you're traveling or at some type of particular destination point. Whoever this King of Cups energy was, they did love you, but they were sending messages to other people. Probably also could have been dating another person or other people, but it wasn't somebody new. So whoever that they still had in the background, they were still texting them. And I do feel or see that y'all Pisces will catch this person cheating. And most likely you will cut this person off, or you already did, because the trust will be broken. Hmm. Okay. That may be something you already knew, Pisces. Like I say, these are short, not meant to be long. But if you already know what I'm talking about, then I don't really need to go any further. Yeah, it's about to be over, uh, Pisces, okay? All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I was trying to keep it right about at an hour because I got 12 people to go through, right? But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.